Stand Live, starring Pockets, Hot Rod, Bubble J, Joba, Momo, Scar, Eddie D, Albion, Gear, featuring LSR5, Rugrat, Randy C, Trivito, Vince Conway, Mike Coolall, Sean Frederick, musical guest BSR Mayhem, and your host, BSR Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, BSR Texan.
All right, howdy everyone. Welcome back to the Spotter Stand, coming at you live once again. And I better not forget to switch this scene. I almost did it again. Left you with a black screen there for a few seconds. Tonight, joining us in the booth, it is the Foot Doctor, BSR Hot Rod, and special guest BSR Pockets. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm the special guest?
The special guest, yeah. I mean, we
That's
don't
pretty nice.
we don't hardly see you anymore, so you know it's like special guest time when you do appear.
Yeah, exactly.
So we had some great racing last week. Little racing in the dirt on Wednesday night. Wound up the regular season in the Cup Series on Thursday night at Daytona. And we kicked off the chase on Friday night in the Xfinity Series, also at Daytona. And we can't fail to mention the third Daytona race of the week, Saturday night team series. It was race number 5. We're now halfway through season 42 in the Saturday night team series. So let's get right into it. Wednesday night, we raced in the dirt. This was race number 10 out of 14. Just 4 races left to go. So we ran Weed Sport for the second time this season. And it was myself who took the pole. BSR Hot Rod was not allowed to qualify. And who was the other non-qualifier? Sean Fredericks, I believe.
Sean won the heat. So, yeah, he couldn't qualify.
Sean won the heat. Hot Rod got second place. So both of those drivers get a bonus point in the dirt series. And Gear Jammer taking the victory on Wednesday night at Weed Sport. That's yet another win this season for Gear Jammer in the dirt. So great job, Gear. Congrats on the victory. Let's get over to the race results here from Wednesday.
The one-armed man.
Yeah, the one-armed man taking a win in the dirt. Let's take a look at the results from Wednesday night's race at Weed Sport.
Yeah, Skier with a good win. Rugrat second. Texan third. Sean Fredericks fourth. And Eddie D rounds out the top 5.
Yeah, and we were just talking about this before we went live. Howdy, Vito. See you checking in out there. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, we were just talking about this, the ending of that race. Sean Fredericks, man, you talk about the worst luck at the worst time, the very last lap of the race. He's coming around the last corners.
It was second, it was going on the second to last
I thought they were coming around to the
I think he
finish.
was coming around to the checkered
Yeah,
to take
because
the
that's
finish.
why
Yeah.
Gear
No.
won, isn't it?
No,
Yes.
'cause I'm a lap down. I wouldn't have been a lap down had it gone other way. Oh no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it had to be because I got.
I
Stuck.
went right.
But I don't think so. I think it was 2 to go. I'll go check the
No,
replay if you want.
it was one to go. Go look.
Yeah, but Sean led the most laps, 61 laps led in that race. Had a great race, dominant car there, and the very last lap, I believe there was an incident between Pockets and Mike Coonlong, and Pockets got turned around. He was just trying to get his car right and didn't realize that the leader was coming up on him, and he went to turn back around, face the right direction, and pulled right down in front of Sean. There was nowhere for him to go, and Sean ends up plowing into Pockets. Hot Rod came around, I believe, got a little piece of Pockets as well, and I thought I was going to get that win there for a minute. I swung to the outside of Pockets and Sean, and Hot Rod was in the wall on the outside, and I caught him. So Gear Jammer comes around and takes the win. Gear Jammer leads one lap in that race, and it was the only lap that mattered, the last one. Gear Jammer with the victory. That was a hell of a race at Weed Sport. We had a few cautions, but I don't think we had nearly as many as we normally do in the dirt. The dirt is usually, we're lucky if we get 10 or 12 laps in without somebody running into somebody else. But I think we had quite a few long runs in that race. So
We did.
Let's go take a look at the standings with just 4 races left to go in the Dirt Series on Wednesday night. And I'll click it again here. There we go. So Hot Rod with a good sized lead, 16 points over myself. Gear Jammer in third, down by 26. Eddie D in fourth, down by 42. And Rugrat right behind Eddie D in fifth place, down by 44 points. Rugrat only 2 points away from moving up to fourth place in this series. Rugrat doing a great job this year in the dirt.
Yes, she is.
She really is. She was sweating me quite a bit there that race. So yeah, she's picking it up.
And I see Gear Jammer out there chiming in the chat. He's saying that it was the last lap in turn 3 and 4. And I believe that's right, because Gear would have led 2 laps if it were the next to the last, if it were the white flag lap. And he only led 1, and that's the one that, like I said, the one that mattered, the last lap.
All I know is I got stuck in a wall.
I think
Gear didn't.
I think you ended up a lap down because maybe did you retire and not turn around and go and finish, take the checkered?
No, I got towed,
Ah, well that's why you were a lap down.
but across the finish line, so it shouldn't have been a lap down. That's what I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is.
Howdy, Mike. How you doing? Good to see you out there. Let's head back over here to the schedule and see what 4 races we've got coming up. Next race is going to be September the 9th. Will not be this coming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday at Terre Haute. Then we're going to move on to Fonda, the Springfield Mile, and we'll finish this dirt series out at the Devil's Bowl. Same track we started at.
Maybe Rugrat will move up 1 spot and win this week, or next time we run the dirt.
It's possible. She's only 2 points off of Eddie D right now.
She ran second there last time we ran there.
So let's go over to right quick, since Wednesday night is also the truck series and we are now in the chase. Let's go over to the
One of the trucks this week.
Yeah, let's take a look at the truck chase schedule. We are now 4 races in to this truck series, and the race we've got coming up this Wednesday is a road course, Canadian Tire coming up on Wednesday night in the truck series. That will be the only road course in this truck series chase.
That's correct. Every chase has 1 road course in it.
And it looks like we're going to be running dirt the week after that, and then we'll be back the following week at Bristol. Let's give you guys a quick refresher here on the chase standings for the truck. I do currently have the lead by only 5 points over BSR Mayhem. BSR Pockets and Mike Coulong are tied for third place, down by 27. Sean Fredericks in fifth, down by 31. And he's got Eddie D right behind him in sixth place, down by 32 points. Hot Rod pretty close to those two, down by 39.
Even Gear at 42.
Yeah, Gear at 42 also right there. So that fifth place, really even third place, from third place back, the points are pretty tight. And first and second, pretty tight right now as well. Coming into the road course, Canadian Tire. I do like that track, but,
Mr. Gear.
anything can happen. Anything can happen at the road courses, especially this one. There's several spots in this track where it is easy to go off the track, to overdrive the corner, get off the track, and really, really mess up your race. So we're going to have to be careful going into Canadian Tire. That's for sure. So let's
Canadian Tire. That's the one we go down the valley and up the hill and the sharp right up at the top.
That's
Little
right.
Corkscrew up the top
Yeah.
and take the hard right. Right. Yeah, that'll be a great race.
That
I
is right.
like that track. Everybody likes that. That's fun there.
Yes, that's the box at the top of the hill.
Mike doesn't know what a good lap at CTMP is. A good lap is one that you don't wreck and run off in the grass.
There you go. A lap where you stay on the track. That's a good lap at Canadian Tire. I want to say it's somewhere in the minute and a half, minute 20-something seconds. It's been a while since I've run there, so I couldn't tell you. So let's go over to Thursday night and take a look at how the Cup Series Segment 2 finished up. We just ran our last race at Daytona, and it was myself that took the pole on Thursday night in the Cup Series at Daytona, but BSR Momo took the victory, the last win of the Cup Series Segment 2, pulled in the last bonus point for a win. Momo, great job on Thursday night, and great job getting that final victory before we head into the chase. Let's go over and take a look at the race results from Thursday night's Cup race at Daytona.
Yes, good win to Momo. SS Joe was second. Wait, is this right?
That is right.
Momo win. SS Joe was second. Mayhem third. Texan fourth. And Hot Rod rounds out the top five. Rookie led the most laps.
Yeah, look at that. Palmian with the most laps led by one. I led 21. Palmian led 22 laps. Momo led 19. Quite a few led for Momo as well. But yeah, great job for the rookie. Last race of segment 2, and he leads the most laps at Daytona. This was not a team series race either, so he didn't have teammates helping to keep him up there. He just made it happen. Led the most laps, come out with a 6th place finish. A hell of a race for Palmian, and a hell of a race for Momo to take that win on Thursday night. Let's go take a look at the standings and see how our top 5 ended up here. Remember, these top 5 at the end of the segment, first place with 2 bonus points. The rest of the top 5 all get 1 bonus point toward their chase. So it looks like I did finish on the top with Mayhem in 2nd place, down by 46. Hot Rod in 3rd, down by 62. 80D in 4th, down by 88. And Pockets, rounding out the top 5, down by 94. Would you look at that? Mike Coulong. I see you out there, Mike. You missed the top 5 by 1 point. Pockets wasn't able to make the race Thursday night. You had power problems, right? Or internet problems?
Hurricane knocked my internet out.
Oh, well, look at there. You lost your internet, couldn't make the race, but you still managed to hang in. You dropped 2 spots. Hot Rod and Eddie D moved ahead of you, but you managed to stay in the top 5 by 1 point over Mike Coulong. to get that extra bonus point for the chase.
Damn, that was close. So Mike must have had some trouble.
Yeah, where did Mike finish? Let's go back over here to the race results and let's take a quick look. So Mike finished in 8th place, 1 lap down.
Yeah, he got a black flag in the pits, I believe, is what happened to him.
Yeah, had he led a lap, then it would have been a tie, or had he had one finishing position ahead of that, it would have been a tie. Or if he'd finished one more spot and led a lap, or finished 2 more spots, and he would have been in that top 5 and got that bonus point toward the chase. But circumstances being what they are, I'd say you got pretty lucky, and you managed to hang in the top 5 there. Pockets, good job, man.
I got lucky. But luck counts, so it still keeps me in the top 5. So we'll take it.
So let's move over here, and we're going to take a look at our chase schedule right quick in this Thursday Cup Series. Now, one thing that I would like to remind you guys of, Mayhem did text me just before the spotter stand, said he wasn't going to make it tonight. But as you guys know, if you don't know, Mayhem sponsors the 5150 Challenge. And last year, he was actually the victor of the 5150 Challenge, and he's gonna bring that 5150 Challenge back this year. And the way he's going to do it this year is it's going to be the first 5 chases of the race. The first 5 races of the chase, excuse me. And this is not based on points. It is based on your average finishing position. So best average finishing position over those first 5 races will be crowned the 5150 Challenge champion. So what you got to do first off, you got to be at all 5 of those races, and then you're going to have your best average finish. We'll average together all the finishes for every driver from the first 5 races, and whoever's got that best average finish will be the 5150 champion. I didn't load the picture, which I could have done before I got in here, but last year the trophy that Mayhem gave out for that was a miniature replica of Eddie Van Halen's 5150 guitar, which is pretty damn cool. I'm not sure what it's going to be this year. I think it's something similar, but maybe a different guitar that it's a replica. I'm sure Mayhem will
Let us know.
Yeah, he'll fill us in on that. Maybe we can get a picture, something up for the spotter stand next week or sometime before this 5150 Challenge is over. But we will be starting the chase in the Cup Series and officially be in the chase in all 3 Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night series. So Darlington coming up this Thursday night will be our first race of the Cup chase. We move on to Richmond, Bristol, Las Vegas, and Talladega. Talladega will be the final race of the 5150 Challenge. Then we will move on to Charlotte Road Course. I know everybody's looking forward to that. Kansas, Texas, Martinsville, and we will end the season at Phoenix. Howdy, Sean. How you doing?
It's hard to believe that we're only going to have 10 weeks of racing left for the season.
Yeah, 10 weeks. Is there an off week in this chase anywhere?
I don't
all
believe
back
so.
to back.
I think they're all from here out to the end.
Man, just 2020 has gone by in a flash. You know, it seems like we just started not too long ago, and here we are already in the chase. Just 10 races left to go. So we do start the chase this week, Thursday night, at Darlington. Not one of my favorite tracks. So if somebody's going to catch some points, they're going to do it this week. That's for sure. So let's
Not
go.
looking forward to Darlington, are you?
Not particularly, no. No, not.
Lady in Black. That's gonna be
Ah,
tough.
I don't mind Darlington. Ain't too bad there.
I'm not terrible there. It's just the.
Well,
It,
we already know you're a wall slapper, so that really puts you in trouble.
oh yeah, I'm sure I'll smack the wall. I'll get my Darlington stripe. The hardest part about Darlington is passing. It really at either end of that
Yes.
track, it is not easy to
Yeah,
pass.
yeah.
Most places you can make a decent pass in the turn, um, or even get a good run off the turn and make a pass coming off down the straightaway. But it's just so narrow, Darlington. Even on the straightaways, it's not that easy to get a run and pass somebody unless they let you by. And even then, it's not that easy to let somebody by at Darlington. So it's tough.
Yes, it truly is. Yeah, the dirt's over at the second to last week of October. We're almost the end of the dirt season, too.
So let's go over to Friday night, and we're going to take a look at. I was about to click segment 2, but we are now
We're in the
in the
chase.
chase. Yes, we just had our first race of the chase, Friday night Xfinity Series at Daytona. Looks like I picked up the first pole of the Xfinity Chase, but it was BSR Pockets, tonight's special guest, that brought home the first win of the 2020 Xfinity Series Chase. Man, great job. Congrats on the win, Pockets.
Thank you very much. Go
Hey,
ahead,
that's
Larry.
most laps also. Just want to throw that out there.
Oh, really? Well, let's go and take a look at our race results here from Friday night's Xfinity Series race.
Yes, the end of this race was pretty cool. I was part of it. We were 3 wide, were we not, at one point there coming to the line, Pockets?
Yes, we were.
I'm pretty sure we were. Pockets win. What a great win. Momo, second. Hot Rod, third. Texan, fourth. And Jobo rounds out the top 5.
Yeah, look at that. Look at how close it was. Momo 0.06 and Hot Rod 0.10. So, yeah, you guys were definitely racing for that win at the end of that race. Pockets just able to squeak it out over Momo. Momo's Thursday night victory in the Cup Series. Looks like he was trying to sweep Daytona. Nearly took the victory on Friday night, but Pockets managed to bring it home. And Pockets is, if I remember right, you were in second place in the bonus points, not too far back. That gained you up quite a bit. It looks like you got a total. Oh, and the reason, if you guys look at these total points over here where it shows Pockets with 81 points, Momo with 51 points.
Yes, bonus points. You're
yeah.
all at.
The bonus points, that's how we add the bonus points in. Once we complete the first race, your bonus points are added to your finish at this race. And that's how we add those bonus points in. And as you can see, it looks like Gear Jammer and Eddie D did get their provisional, and they got their bonus points added in as well. So
that is correct. And everybody that was in that race led a lap.
yeah, look at that. They did. Palmian with 1 lap led, Mayhem with 2 laps led, Hot Rod with 2 laps led. But yeah, everybody that was in there led a lap, and only one caution. Yeah, that's pretty good for everybody in that race to lead a lap, and there was only one opportunity for somebody to stay out and lead a lap under caution.
And if I remember right, it was Rookie that got that caution lap, I believe. Because he was involved in the caution, so he stayed out. He wasn't the cause of the caution, I don't believe, but he stayed out and led that lap. I'm almost positive it was him.
That so How many races have we had at Daytona in the NXS series? Just we go there twice, right?
Twice,
Once the
yes.
first of the year, and this is the end of the regular season.
Yes.
No,
But
this is the beginning of the chase in
yeah,
the in
this,
Xfinity
Oh,
series.
this is so I won the first
You won
race
the
of the chase,
yes,
first
you won the
race of
first
the
chase
season,
race.
you won. That is correct.
and I've swept Daytona in the NXS series. Did I?
I believe you did.
I think so. I'd have to go back and check, but yeah, I think you're right.
Well, like
Let's,
we like Daytona.
let's go over take a look at our standings in the chase. One race in. I do have the lead by, look at that, only 5 points over BSR Pockets. We have a tie for third place between SS Joba and Mayhem, both backed by 17. Hot Rod in fifth, backed by 18. Palmian in sixth, down by 21. Eddie D in seventh, down by 23. Gear Jammer in eighth, down by 25. And Momo in ninth, down by 35. So if there's anybody else, any of the rest of you guys out there that did not make the Daytona race, if you would like to have provisionals, we allow one provisional in the chase for each series. If you'd like to have provisionals, all you got to do is let Hot Rod know. He will put your provisionals in there. And as soon as you make a race in the chase, we will add your bonus points to your overall standings. So there are still a few drivers out there that did run through the season and haven't made a race in the chase yet. So once you do make a race, we'll add your bonus points. If you think you're going to make the rest of the other 9, you just let us know and we will get you your provisional for Daytona. What's up, Palmian? See you out there. Good to see you, man.
Go power me out.
I was
Rookie!
extra points just because.
Two power me out girls go around the outside, round the outside.
So let's go over to back over to the schedule here and take a look at what we've got coming up. Darlington on Friday night as well. So we're going to be running the road course Wednesday night in the Truck Series, and we will be at Darlington Thursday and Friday night, Cup and Xfinity Series. So the Lady in Black both nights.
And you want to talk about tough to pass. The CTS at Darlington is as tough as it gets.
Yeah, the tires, they just don't wear as bad in the CTS, and the car is a little bit more controllable than it will be in the Cup Series. So it's going to be a tight race on Friday night, completely different than what Thursday night's race will be.
Yes, and it's tough to pull down on somebody and get by because there's not enough horsepower. And horsepower makes a big difference.
So let's go over take a look at Saturday night, Team Series, Season 42. Larry, it looks like you're finally going to have to put the rest of the schedule up here because we have finished out the races that are currently on the schedule.
We will be off this week.
We've got a holiday coming up this weekend, don't we?
That is correct. This is Labor Day. That's why I need to discuss that with Pockets the rest of the schedule. If we're going to start right back with Talladega or if we can jump back to Daytona or what he wants to do there. Because as we all know, Big Vito ran the last, 3-4 seasons just Daytona. And this season he started off and he got to run Talladega on his work breaks. But if we start back at Talladega after the holiday, he will go back to running Daytona again.
Yeah, if we could figure we ran Talladega for the off week and then go back to Daytona.
But if we do go back to Daytona, it would have to be in the truck, so you're going to get 2 truck races at Talladega.
Right.
So I didn't get a chance to discuss any of that with Pockets. That's why the schedule's not done.
Well, it looks like
We'll get it lined out.
race number 5 of season 42. I got the pole, and it was BSR Pockets who took the victory. So Pockets winning Daytona 2 nights in a row. Friday night in the Xfinity Series, and then Saturday night taking the win for his team, the Black Car Mafia, in the team series. Awesome job, man. Daytona 2 nights in a row. Can't beat that.
Well, I tell you, I was highly disappointed that my internet wasn't working. Allow us to race on Thursday night. That probably had me up on the wheel a little bit more to try to get a win because I was disappointed. But you know, it didn't hurt us that bad in the Thursday going into the chase. But yeah, that was 2 very tough races. That's 2 very tough wins because you know you guys don't give those away. You have to earn those, and I had to race the whole race and not make any mistakes and nail that last pit stop. I got fortunate Saturday night. Larry, he and I were set up to have a battle royale there at the end, and he lost a valve or something. And I don't think your car ever quit running, though, did it, Larry?
No, I finished. I was a lap down, but I finished.
I was running. I trimmed that car out, put a little bit too much tape on it, but I thought that I was only going to have 4 or 5 laps left, but it ended up being a few more than that. So I was running really hot, and I decided to lift off the throttle a little bit and not hold it wide open, hoping that it would cool the car a little bit or that I would make it. And I looked back, and you were still back there on my standings. You were only about 2 seconds back, and so I had to keep going and risk blowing the motor, and it held together. So we'll take that. That's a good win and that Saturday night. That's team wins. That goes to all my teammates, all the help they give me throughout the series and stuff like that. So that's one for us.
Yeah, that's
We
another
win
one.
those together and
for
lose
the
those
Mafia.
together.
So it looks
Yeah.
like that is 2 wins for the Mafia now. And the Yingling team has got 2 wins. And Aftershock is trailing with just 1 win right now. So let's go over to take a look here at the results from Saturday night's race. It was BSR Pockets bringing home the victory for the Black Car Mafia team. Looks like he led 25 laps. Looks like none of the top finishers led the most laps, but all of them did end up getting a bonus point for leading at least 1 lap.
Yes, I had the most laps led, and I blew up.
And it was Palmian, that number 113, who brought home 2nd place for the Yingling team. And it looks like it was myself. I didn't finish the race. I think I probably, oh, look at there, 28 laps down. Wow. I didn't think I should be that. How was I that many laps down? Wasn't it close to the end?
No,
When
that's where it was.
well, anyway, I got involved in a little accident, and my car just wasn't going to go anymore. So, I had to pull it off, but still managed to get a top 5 out of that race. So, it could have been much worse than it was. That's for sure. But Pockets bringing home 47 points for the Mafia. And it looks like Palmian bringing home 43 points for Yingling. Aftershock bringing home 40 points. I believe that should be enough. I think you guys were only down by 2 or 3 points to the Yingling team. So that should be enough to put you guys back into the lead. And Aftershock is going to drop. Looks like we're dropping 3 more points to Yingling and 7 points to the Mafia. So let's go over here and take a look. I think we were 7 points off of Yingling. We should be about 8 points now off of the Mafia, I'm guessing. Ooh, 11.
10. 10 points back off second place.
Yeah, 11 points off the lead. Mafia did retake the lead only by 1 point over Yingling, and the Aftershock team currently 11 points off the lead. That's about where it should be for those two teams, both having won a race. Only 1 point separating first and second place. Um, I think even if Aftershock were to win the next race and all three teams had 2 victories, we're not going to get within a couple of points of you guys. There's no way we could do that. Even if we had all 4 drivers there and managed to finish 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that way you would.
Well, the next team would get 5th place, and so if we led the most laps, that would be 5 points plus whatever you get for the win. Maybe 7, 8 points is the most we could gain.
6, 7, 8. I think it's 8.
Yeah, 8 points would be the most we could gain, and that's a long shot to have your entire team. I think that's only happened a very few times in the entire history of this team series where you have all 4 drivers for one team finish 1, 2, 3, 4. I've seen 1, 2, 3 happen several times, but
That long ago it happened, like 3 races in a row, and it was Aftershock, and you were part of that team.
well, maybe we can do it again. I don't know, but we're going to have to, I think, get an extra win over the rest of these guys. You know, there are 10 races, and if all 3 of these teams win 3 apiece, that leaves 1 that some other team has got to win. So I think that's about the only way we're going to be able to make it up into the lead is to win 2
That
more.
extra race.
We're going to have to win, no, not 2, but 3 more of these races. So we're going to have to win 3 out of 5. There's only 5 races left. That's not an easy feat right there. That's a job. We've got our job cut out for us. But looking like the Mafia and Yingling are in a tight battle, only 1 point separating. So we'll see how it goes. Not this week, but next week when we come back to racing season 42 in the team series. So let's go over and take a look at our bonus points right quick. Cup Series is official, and we are ready to head into the chase. So let's see what these bonus points look like here for this Cup Series.
Last bonus point check of the year.
That's it. Bonus points, it's the last time we'll have to edit those until next season when this board will be cleared and we'll start all over again. So it was Momo who took the victory over in the race win box. That moves him up to 2 total wins. Actually, Momo has got, that's it, 2. 2 total wins over the season. He didn't win any of the other bonus point races. He did get some bonus points in several of those. But only 2 wins for Momo over the entire Cup regular season of 26 races. That's rare right there. Momo would normally pull off quite a few more wins than that, but he got the last one. He got the last bonus point of the season. And if you look in the segment boxes over there, segment 2 and the full season turned out exactly the same. The only name that switched, if you look up there at segment 1, Palmian was in the top 5 in segment 1. Palmian missed a few races in segment 2, and he fell well off the top 5 in the overall points, but Pockets was in 6th place in segment 1, not very far off of where Eddie D was, and he finished in 5th place in segment 2, which moved Pockets up into the top 5 in the overall full season. So your segment 2 and your full season top 5 are in exactly the same order. Myself, Mayhem, Hot Rod, Eddie D, and Pockets all grabbing some more bonus points heading into the chase. So if you look over here in the totals box, I do have the lead, 47 total bonus points. I am only 6 points ahead of Mayhem heading into the chase. And Pockets, you did move up to take 2nd place away from 3rd place away from SS Joba. Before you got your couple of bonus points here for the segments. You were 1 point behind SS Joba, but now you are 1 point ahead of him. So you moved up to take over third. You've got 35 total bonus points, putting you 12 points off the lead going into the Cup chase. And SS is right there behind you with 34, putting him 13 points off the lead going into the chase. Now, one driver, Momo, a couple of drivers in here that I wanted to mention. Momo, even though he missed several races, he's got only 2 victories. He did receive several bonus points in several of these other bonus point races. So he's at 31 bonus points heading into the chase. That puts him 16 points off the lead. So, you know, that's not too bad, really, considering we got a total of 10 races. Momo just needs to string together some great races. He's still got a chance at a Cup championship. And another driver I want to talk about was Mike Coulong out there. 22 bonus points. And he came in a little over halfway through segment 1. So Mike would be right up there with Mayhem and myself had he got the attendance points, the full attendance points for the first segment. That first segment, I think he got about 4 or 5 bonus points for that first segment. So had he received the full 13 in that first segment, he would be up there in the 30s, high 30s probably. If he had got all of those bonus points. And I see out there, Mike.
He didn't miss any. He didn't miss any chase races, so I don't think he's eligible for bonus points anywhere. Maybe in the truck, that would be it.
What do you mean?
Mike put in there. He should have asked for
provisional. Yeah. We don't give provisionals during the regular season. No provisionals at all during the regular season. You get what you get. Only provisionals we give out are in the chase. And the reason we do that is because it is for the championship. It's the last 10 races. And we know, you know, sometimes things come up. A lot of guys got family. They got commitments, you got things you got to do, or you might just end up in a situation like Pockets did this last week and lose some internet. So
it is storm season for some of the country.
That's right. So we allow provisionals, 1 provisional only, and that's only in the chase. So regular season, no provisionals there. But it is going to be close as we come into our first race at Darlington. Once again, you saw how it worked with the Xfinity Series. Once the first race is over, all of your bonus points will be added to your finishing points from the race, and we'll have our standings after this week. We'll be in the chase all 3 of these series. So looking forward to crowning some new champions hopefully this season, and maybe recrowning some old champions. We'll have to see. The truck champion from last season was BSR Mayhem, and as we recall in the points, right now I'm in the lead, but he's only 5 points behind me in that truck chase right now. The Cup Series, BSR Mayhem, also last season's Cup champion, and he's going into this chase only 6 points off the lead. We could see a different driver win that chase. Mayhem could possibly repeat this year. Last year's defending champion in the Xfinity Series, however, BSR Momo, he's missed several races this season, and while he might still have a chance, I think he might, you know, it's a long shot for him to repeat. I think we're going to be crowning a new champion for sure in the Xfinity Series this year, and knock on wood for you, it might just be BSR Pockets, who currently sits in second place, only 5 points off the lead.
It's been a long time since I've been in I think the couple of years ago, the AK series was the last time I was in contention for a championship and pulled it off. So yeah, I think I'll probably need to load up the car and head out to Phoenix, do a little practice. I think we've got everything pretty much, pretty much secured. Bristol's going to be tough. I mean, starting off the chase and in Cup at Darlington, that's going to be. I mean, let me tell you something. That could be a good opportunity because even the big dogs could have trouble at Darlington. So, and probably will. Everybody will probably have some type of trouble. It's going to be how they deal with adversity, and there's going to be some adversity in this chase that they're going to have to deal with too. Every track, people are going to be competing a lot harder now because there is no fallback, there is no bonus points. It's straight points from here on out to determine the champion. So it's 10 races, run what you brung, hope you brung enough.
And here's the other thing to that: guys that would normally give up a spot and let you go are a little more hesitant and giving up a spot and letting you go because we're in the chase. So
leading the most laps, a bonus point for leading the most laps, whether you get the win or not, is still going to be a bonus point. We've seen these historically. We've seen these races come down to the last race, and it's still that race is the one that's going to determine the champion. So every one of those points is going to give you an opportunity to advance and hope that you're in contention when the season starts to close. We head to Phoenix for the last race. I got a feeling it's probably going to be pretty close.
I got a feeling you're right. I got a feeling it's going to be pretty close in all of these series coming down to the last race.
And when you got two guys, when you got two guys competing really tough that have been competing against each other all year long, like you and Mayhem, some of us guys that are a little bit a little behind on the points, we're watching that battle because that battle could end up. Somebody could get bruised or broken in that battle throughout the 10 races, and some of the guys back behind could advance.
Just because you're battling for the championship don't mean I ain't battling to get in the top 5.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's going to be racing for the best spot they can get so they can look back on the 2020 season and call it a success or a wash or, an improvement on their season from last year, whatever. Every race is going to be, everybody's going to be racing hard from the time the green flag drops till the time the checkered wave. So in every race, 10 races. So it's going to be, I'm ready. I'm ready. This is what is this, our 17th season?
Probably somewhere in that range.
Well, actually, I think we actually started full season series racing in about 2007.
So even still, that would be 13, 14 seasons of full Cup Series racing. Yeah, before that it was they were divided up into segments. We still followed the schedule, but it was like 10 race series. So there's your last look at the bonus points, and I did include down there your current attendance points. So everybody if you made at least 7 races in segment 1, you got 13 points for attendance. If you made at least 7 races in segment 2, you got 13 points for attendance. So total of 26 attendance points. So if you want to go through this just to make sure my math is correct and I've got everybody added up right, you can take a look at these bonus points here and know that if you made all of those races and got your 26 total, you can add up what's in the rest of these boxes, and that should be your number. If you didn't make the amount of races and didn't get full attendance, you can go back to, say, segment 1, click on the standings for segment 1. You go down and find your name, click on your name in the standings, and it will show every race that you were at in that segment. You should, if you didn't get full 13 points, you got a point for every race you were at in that particular segment. Same thing in segment 2. If you didn't make all 13 races, you just click on the standings for segment 2, go down, find your name, click on it. It'll show how many races you were in, and you can look at the rest of these boxes, add those to that amount of races, and that should give you your total bonus points. So, I encourage all of you guys to go out there, double check me, make sure I'm right, because I don't want to get, gyp anybody any points that they're due going into this chase, because we know how tight it can be. We've seen it come down to
One.
1 point
Even
for a
at 5.
championship. That's right. And let's go ahead and talk about that for a second before we end this out. If it does come down to a tie for the championship, the way we settle that tie is we go back over the chase, and whoever has the most second place finishes will be the champion. If it's a tie for second, go back to third place. Whoever's got the most third place finishes. So that's how that's settled if it's a tie. And it has happened in the past. We have come down to a tie for the championship and had to go back to look at which driver had the most second place finishes. So it can happen.
It can happen. Gonna be interesting. I can't wait.
So that's about all we've got for you guys today. Appreciate you all tuning in out there. And it's been a great season, 2020 so far. And looking forward to the chase in this Cup Series and the Xfinity Series and the rest of the chase in the Truck Series. So we're getting close. Like Hot Rod said, we've only got about 10 weeks left of racing until we move into the off season and the Winter Series a week or so after that. So let's enjoy what racing we have left. Hope to see you guys all on the track this Wednesday night at Canadian Tire. We'll all get us a little bit of road course racing in and move on and try to tame the lady in black. Appreciate all you guys tuning in out there. Thank you, Pockets. Thank you, Hot Rod, for joining me tonight. And we'll see you guys on the track Wednesday night.
Canadian Tire, baby.
Holla.
Sound muted.